It's a new month, so it is time to pick a new TBR using my TBR jar. But first, I want to talk about the 2 books that I read in the month of September. The first book that I read in the month of September is a nonfiction book, and it's called The 10X Rule by Grant Cardone. So this book is basically, it's kind of a self-help book. He spends a lot of the book kind of beating you up and like showing you that the things that you thought you couldn't do, you can in fact do, and that you should prioritize within your life if you were trying to accomplish different things. So he really talks passionately about people who just kind of let their lazy get the best of them and stops them from achieving their goals. The basis of the book is like being successful and things that you can do like in your life that can attribute to your success. And also he, I guess, debunks a lot of thoughts. I don't want to say myths, but they're just thoughts and ways of thinking that at least me personally have thought about myself and success. And he really just exposed that those things aren't real. Like that's just how my brain has been, I guess, taught and like molded. And if you think about it, my brain has been molded by people who aren't successful versus as listening to the actual successful people in my life or in the world. So I really enjoyed this book. I'm actually listening to it for the second time right now, and I'm currently only a day away from the end of September, but it is really good. It's definitely motivating and also like gets me in the mode of like, I need to be disciplined with my things that I want to be successful in just as much as I'm disciplined in like my workout routine or disciplined with my YouTube videos or disciplined with my reading. I can apply that to other areas of my life. So I really enjoyed the book. If you're looking for something to get you really motivated and help you to be successful, I definitely think it's a good book to read. The other book that I read was a fiction book, and it was Ascendance and Emergence by Casey Mills. I really hope that was the correct title. I keep like getting the words or the names mixed or the words mixed up in the title, but this is the 3rd book in a interconnected standalone series by Casey Mills called The Collective. And it's basically about a group of affluential Black families. Just saying the word affluential is just tough for me. It's about a group of Black families who are very prominent in the community, but they also make a lot of money, and not making money the illegal way, but making money the legal way, but also pouring back into the community, pouring back into other Black families, other Black businesses, and really just building up the people around them. So, and this was the 3rd book of them. So, and I loved it. I loved the book. I loved all 3 of them, honestly. They were all really good. I would recommend them to anybody who wants to read romance and wants to read like billionaire romance, but without the gangster vibes. So like they weren't like beating up people. They were definitely intimidating in a way of business though. And they made it a point, or Casey Mills made it a point to like really point that out within the book. Like they were making moves, but everything was above board. Yes, they were intimidating people, but it was because they were men of their word. But then they also loved their love. So when they fell in love, they fell hard. It was important that their woman was taken care of. It was important that their woman knew how they felt about them. So I really loved those books because of that. I'm definitely going to read more from Casey Mills. I don't know what other types of books she has, but I really enjoyed this series because of that. It wasn't like gangsta and shooting up people and like dark romance, but it was really good, wholesome romance, but with a tinge of like I don't even want to say danger, but I mean a little like on the edge of like, okay, we're gonna risk something for this love because it's that important type thing. So yeah, I really enjoyed it though. So I actually did just add some more prompts to this, and they're mainly just book titles, honestly, are the prompts that I added. You can see I only read 2 books for my TBR. Well, 1 book was for my TBR. The other book wasn't. I didn't even pick it for my TBR from last month. But I am still reading one of the books from my TBR. So I am still reading Twilight. And I'm enjoying that read very, very much. I'm enjoying it very much. I'm in love with it. And It's so good. It's just so good. And I know why I loved it so much when I first read it. So I'm really enjoying that. But we are going to once again pick 4 books. I'm also going to go ahead and use my book tracker. So if you've ever looked at my description box, if you're not new here, I have a book tracker for sale on Etsy for $1. And it's literally just a tracker that you just fill in the books and you fill in the stats, and it will add your stats up for you. As I pick my books, I'm going to go ahead and add the information into my tracker so I can keep it going and definitely use it more. If you haven't watched my monthly reset, tracking is a thing. Tracking is a thing for me, and I want to keep doing it. It also holds me accountable for the things that I want to be successful at and accomplish. So all right, so let's pick some books. All right, well, this is already one of the books that I just added, so that's great. And oh, Shadows Within Fire. Okay, so I've been wanting to pick this book up. This is a book that I bought from a local author when I went to the Onyx Storm book release. So it actually is Shadows Within the Fire, and it's by Megan L. Adams. On the back it says, "A curse of fire, dark shadows and pain. There is only a fine line between control and chaos." So it's also like one of those books that you can tell is self-published, just by the paper. I don't know. I don't think I've ever paid attention so much to like actual font and like a paper in books until I started basically buying books that I really enjoy, and then I started paying attention to it more. But it's a thing, like the way they're published and the pages and the fonts that they use. So I'm literally just gonna go to the back. Oh, she's written a lot of books. Okay, yes ma'am. I want 358, so I just wanted the page number because I want to add that to my tracker. I also want to add her name, Megan L. Adams. Okay, and it's Within the Fire. So I'm going to make sure I add the correct title for Homegirl. So I don't know a lot about this book. If you don't know, I like to go into books blind. And usually once I start reading, if I'm like, feel like I'm confused or I need like a little bit of clarity, I'll then go back and read the synopsis, because I do think synopses sometimes give away a lot. Oh, the first line just says, "A young fae coming of age, but not her powers." So something with powers or not having powers in a fae world. I know it's fantasy. I know when the author was there and she described the book that I wanted to read it. So that's all we're going to go with. I really enjoy going into books blind. So I'm sorry if you want more about what the book is about, but subscribe to my channel so when I do read this and I talk about it in one of my reading vlogs, you will kind of get the gist of it, and I'll talk about it more then. But yeah. Fate throws Everin and Delric together in a dangerous game of trust and love. A fine balance between control and chaos. I mean, that's all I need. That's all I need. I'm a fantasy girly, so it's very easy to please me. All right. I'm going to pick 4 books, by the way. I don't know if I said that, but I'm going to pick 4. Okay. I think I'll do 2 of my old prompt paper and 2 of the new prompt paper, because I feel like that's the best way for me to get like a good even pick. Oh, The Dividing Sky by Jill 2. Her out. All right, The Dividing Sky by Jill 2. This one I've described a couple times on my channel. I don't know if you've been watching more recently, but this one I got when I went to Black Romance Book Fest back in June, the end of May, beginning of June, and this is their they deal in memories. So like memories is the currency, but it is illegal if you aren't like sanctioned to do this. So there's a girl who is basically doing it illegally, dealing in memories, like taking memories, giving memories to people. And then she gets caught by a guy who's like an officer of the law. And when he catches her, she has no memory at all of what she's been doing. So he like grapples with the thought of bringing her to justice and her not knowing anything about what she did wrong. So there's that. This book is beautiful. First of all, I also got to sit on a panel with this author. Oh, I have a book card in here. Oh no, it's it's for one of the companies that was at the thing. Oh, I like this font. I also like the paper. It's like brown. Oh, and it's dual point of view. Yeah, it's dual point of view. So I'm excited to get in this one. All right, so I'm gonna write it down. Jill 2. Look at her. She's beautiful. That beautiful queen in there. 9. Okay, I'm liking the page numbers here for the dividing sky for these pics. Author Jill 2, and then pages 336. Okay. I also want to read more physically this month. So I'm going to eliminate my I would usually watch YouTube videos before bed, so I'm going to eliminate that and I'm going to read. I've said this before and I didn't do it at all. So, but we're doing it this time. We're doing it. I'm going to film a video on it, so that also will keep me in line. That will also keep me in line to do what I say I'm going to do. All right, so I picked another one from the list that I literally added today. Yes! Okay, The Songbird and the Heart of Stone. Yes! I'm so excited. Okay, I've been wanting to read this so badly. This one's a little bit more because these words are tiny in this book. The font is miniature, and then the 418 is the number of pages, but look at the font size. I hope you can like see, but like, bruh, the font size is miniature. But I didn't know that these books had like a nice little cover on the inside until I went to the bookstore and I saw the second book and I took off the dust jacket. You know what? Does the dividing sky have? No, it doesn't. So I love hardbacks, but I also love hardbacks because I can take the dust jacket off. I don't know. Anyway, so this book is in a series. It's interesting. I don't know what you call it, but like Carissa Broadbent, she's written a series called The Crowns of Nyaxia. And then within the series, there are books of duologies. And so this is the first book in the second set of duologies. And within the world, there's different, like, I guess factions is the best word to put it, of the vampires. And this one's the Shadowborn. So the first one, they weren't Shadowborn. I cannot remember the first one. I'll put it on the screen. But, oh, the Nightborn. They were Nightborn. So, Nightborn? I think they were Nightborn. I will correct myself on the screen. But, anyway, this one is Misha's story. So, if you've read the first book, Mish was a supporting character within the first and the second book. And she's less present in the second book, but very much present in the first book. And her story is very interesting, how she became a vampire. It's very heartbreaking. So in this book, we get more of her story, and she also gets some justice, I believe. So I'm excited to get into this because I loved Carissa Broadbent's writing in the first books. The second book, Ashes and the Stalker's King. So the first book, Serpents and the Wings of Night. Thank you. Thank you. Who am I saying thank you to? Serpents and the Wings of Night. So I'm excited to get into this. And I've heard it's a little slow in the beginning, but the end, it makes it worth everything. So, okay, I got 3 books here. Whew. Oh, did I write this one down? I didn't write this one down. So Let's write her down. I think it was 416. Carissa Broadbent, The Songbird and the Heart of Stone. Great. Okay, wonderful. All right, and last one, it kind of makes it, but it's also good because I don't know what I'm gonna get. It's either way, I don't know what I'm gonna get. So, ooh, a popular read, booktube or book talk. Okay. Ooh, okay. I think I know what I'm gonna pick. Oh, I think this is actually perfect because I've been saying I want to read this for so long. Love in Other Words by Christina Lauren. Like the way I roll my eyes. But I bought it for a reason. I hear so many good things about this book. I hear that it's an easy read. I hear like the love story is just so classic and so heartwarming. I did pick this book up secondhand as well because I just wasn't sure if I wanted to pay full price for it. I literally paid $7 for it, but yeah, this is, I mean, it's a popular book talk read. Definitely a popular one, so we're gonna go with it. I know that this is a second chance love story. Elliot and Macy are the characters. Something happens to them in their young love and then they come back together at some point. I'm not a big fan of like stories that go like past present. I don't know if this happens in this story, but I think it does. Either way, we're gonna try and read this. So these are my 4 books. Ooh. So these are the 4 books that I'm going to read. We'll go over them one more time. Love in Other Words by Christina Lauren. The Songbird and the Heart of Stone by Carissa Broadbent. The Dividing Sky by Jill Tu. And Shadows Within the Fire by Megan L. Adams. This is the TBR for October. I really expect to get through some books because I'm actually going on vacation in the month of October. So, and if you don't know about me, I love to read on vacation. Like I vacate to do nothing. So reading qualifies within the doing nothing because I can literally sit on the beach or by the pool with a book, zone out, just be in my own world, and I love it. I am going on vacation with my children, so you know I can't zone out too much, but yeah, I'm excited to get into all 4 of these books. So anyway, that is my TBR for the month of October. If you're new here and you haven't subscribed to my channel, I do videos on books. I do like lifestyle videos. I also do videos on productivity and planning. So if you are trying to be, you know, more successful, be a better planner and all that, that's what I do videos on. Thanks for watching this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, you can do so by hitting my face down below. And if you want to check out more videos from me about books, I will link my playlist on the screen. Thanks for watching this video, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.